Alright guys, today's the day. I got a haircut. We're going to attempt to paint the Ford 900. Now I do have to wash it, so depending on how good I can wash it, how fast it dries, we'll see if we can get some paint on it. But I got a starter today. Starter's not on it, so we gotta tow it out of here. I'm gonna use this tractor. Tow it out, get over where I can wash it. And I don't want to put the starter on it yet because I got the battery and stuff off because I don't want to paint that stuff. And I'm going to leave the starter black. So that's the goal. Just going to try to get over there, get a wash, and see if we can paint it. Alright, I tried to be extremely meticulous when it came to making sure everything was completely washed, grease free. Hopefully I accomplished that. I got absolutely soaked in the process. If anyone pressure washes, you know every little nook and cranny somehow points right back at you. Yeah, this is what we're working with. Took the carburetor off because I don't want to paint that. Got the starter off, don't want to paint that. I'm gonna take the coil pack off, batteries off, and right now I'm gonna try to take this rail off so I can get that manifold tube that's supposed to go from here down to the frame for the hydraulic pump on while I wait for everything to dry. So that's the plan. I think you take this part, these out, a couple up here. I just want to be able to turn it, so I need the pipe from the bottom. Let's see what we got up front. Alright, this is what we gotta try to get in there. It goes up like this, so I'm not so positive. But it seems like this is all they took out to get it out of there. I think that's gonna happen. Alright, we gotta take the radiator off. Radiator, which is probably good, better in the long run. But still just another thing to do, another pain. I thought I'd be able to lift it out, but I can't get it out with taking the fan shroud out. There's another thing. And I accidentally took this out, which I thought was holding the radiator, but it turned out just to be the drain plug. The whole thing's drained. So yeah, now we're gonna take this fan shroud off. There we go. That drain plug's kind of curious. I didn't expect it to be right on the bottom of the elbow. Alright, the problem I have now is I keep finding more problems. There we go. Maybe. Hey! Wasn't too bad. What pain this is. That's what I get for taking this on. Burn it all, I'll do anything. Oh. I don't think these have ever been out. I wonder if they just cut that old one out. Yeah, we're talking like a centimeter. Hey! There we go. Will I be able to get it back together? Probably not. Probably just gonna put that on for now. See if I got some O-rings. Show you guys what I was dealing with. See down in there. I mean, it's already stuck. I ain't got it together yet. So we got, the book says take this off. Now we're way out, but hopefully I can push it in there, get the bolts back in there, and we'll be good. So this hooks up here, comes down here, screws in. I just kind of wanted to get that on before I did any paint. Got a box of O-rings here. This one looks right. I think they're all roughly the same size. Oop. Oh, I don't know, roughly. I think they're all exactly the same. I'll have to double check. Alright, we got it all back together. Bolted down here, but I don't have, these are fine thread. For some reason, I don't have any fine thread, so just held from the bottom. We're not pumping any oil right now. We're just getting it together to paint. So I got all these back on, and we're one step closer. Well, we're really starting to run out of time here with the sun. We only got maybe half an hour yet left. We're still pushing. We're trying to get that paint on, because I really don't want it to sit out here overnight, because I think it'll flash rust. Not that that's a huge deal, but it's just something else to deal with, and I don't want to have to deal with it. So it'd be nice to get some paint on it. Dirty from the pressure washer. So I'm gonna dry a few things out. See if we can do that. Alright, we had to move a bunch of stuff around, but we got it in the shop for now. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock, so we're really pushing it, but I really want to get something painted on this. So I can get the starter and stuff on it so I can move it around, finish doing the rest. So I really want to get this kind of all painted so I start putting parts back together. And yeah, so that's the goal. We're gonna push through, stay late, work late, and try to get this done, try to get this painted. I'm about to, right over here, mix up the paint and see how that goes. The biggest problem with this kind of project is you never feel like you're quite doing enough. And so then you have to just try to reason with yourself, well, is it worth to do more? Should I do less? How much should I really put into it? And you just keep finding other things that you could do more, could do better. And I have to keep reminding myself this isn't a completely tear it apart and restore every single part type of build. This is just take an old tractor and make her look pretty good. Now I'm not really too concerned with the wires and all that kind of components because they're all in pretty terrible shape, and I'm going to replace them all, and probably just about the entire wiring harness I will end up replacing at some point. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just trying to get the most of it done. So if paint gets on those, no big deal. I got some of this taped off so I can get in here, but for anything in here, I'm probably gonna just get a brush and hand paint a lot of it, because all this is gonna be covered anyway from the hood. It'd be nice to have some sort of paint on there just for some protection. How do you think she's gonna look? supposed to be white. Ready for the reveal? Well, I think that's all for tonight. She's looking pretty good. The back half was not ready for paint, but we'll get there. And so now that this is painted, I can put everything back together. We got the starter today, so I can put the starter on and the fuel tank back on and all that stuff, and we should be able to move it around by its own will after that, which will be nice, because then I can move it in and out of the shed and work on what needs to be worked on and get it painted without having to worry about somebody help me move it and getting rained on. So that's it for tonight.